Coming up on this special interview for Mustang News, we talked to volunteer from Meals on Wheels and Sigma Kappa alum Linda Carr. She'll speak to us about the Meals on Wheels program here in Wichita Falls. Edition of Mustang Corner. I'm Jessica Wollenberger. Today we will be talking with Meals on Wheels volunteer Linda Carr to get a better idea of what the organization does. Thank you for joining us today, Linda.
It's my pleasure.
So can you tell us a little bit about what Meals on Wheels does?
Well, the people like myself who drive and deliver Meals on Wheels deliver a nutritious hot meal to all of the clients who are signed up with the kitchen.
That's awesome. And how long have you been volunteering for Meals on Wheels?
Well, in the neighborhood of 50 years.
Wow.
I know this because my son was a toddler when I started, so that's the way I keep up with it.
That's awesome. And how did you first hear about the organization?
Well, I'm sure the Senior Citizen Center was, promoting it in the newspaper and letting us know that they were trying to establish this. And it was such a good fit for my sorority, Sigma Kappa, that one of the philanthropies is gerontology, so that just dovetailed in nicely.
Right. And so has Sigma Kappa been involved with Meals on Wheels for 50 years as well?
Yes, and I want to stress that it's not just me. It's our alum chapter, and we have different people who drive each Monday of the month, and we've been driving the same route for those 50 years.
That's awesome.
And in fact, they told me recently that Sigma Kappa is the organization that has been delivering meals the longest here in Wichita Falls.
Wow. And how many people in the Wichita Falls area does this service benefit?
Well, not too long ago I talked to one of the ladies at the kitchen, and she says that they have about a little over 1,075, something like that, people who are clients, clientele, but that on a given day they may deliver only about 850.
Gotcha. And being that this is a nonprofit organization, are you concerned about the future funding for this?
Yes, it's always a problem, I think, for nonprofits and charities. But there is, of course, funding in federal and state, I think, funding. But then they do have to raise money locally to try to be able to continue to provide the service.
And what are the requirements to be eligible to take advantage of this service?
A person must be 60 years old or disabled or be homebound, and they do serve some children who are disabled.
Gotcha. And what's been the best part about volunteering for Meals on Wheels?
Well, it's something that you can do, and even if people work, a lot of times their employers will help and let them take off at that hour at lunch. And it's fun. You usually have someone that goes with you, and so and you feel like you're helping people because they want to be able to stay in their homes. Right. If they don't have this hot meal every day at lunch, then they may end up in a nursing home. So you really feel like you're doing something.
And is there anything you want to add about the program?
Well, just that I think I would say that they're always needing drivers. If you're delivering 850 meals every day, then they're needing drivers. So if you know of anybody that's looking for a way to volunteer, tell them it's a really good program.
That's awesome. Well, that's all the time we have left. Linda, thank you so much for being here and telling us more about Meals on Wheels. It really is a really great organization here in town. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at MNG Media and like us on Facebook. For Mustang's Corner, I'm Jessica Wollenberger.